Hello everybody, and welcome back to Roads Yet Traveled. We are starting day 2. We got more formally introduced to, I assume the three main doggos we get to interact with in this game. The three on the main menu, right? So, I don't know who I like the most. I do like the smiley doctor. Marruk, was that his name? But I do also like, what is his name? Tyron? He's really cute. Marruk is cool. That's a lad that I'd want to be friends with. Maybe not. Maybe not more than that, but that's a man that I'd be bugging him 24/7 just to get him upset. That's the type of friendship I would want with him. Every time I open my eyes, there's a small part of me that expects to just to just wake up back at home, in my dorm or maybe in my bed, but it never happens. And every time consciousness comes flooding back, I'm less and less surprised I'm not there. Not to say I'm not any closer to accepting what is going on here, but I have acknowledged that it may in fact be my life for now. Hopefully I'm past being assaulted by security officers, but I have a feeling I have a long way to go. Hell, I think I still have a long way to go until breakfast. It's still dark in here, and I'm bored out of my mind walking the perimeter of my cell like some captive animal. The days must be longer here, and if marks are anything like hours, then it's way longer. Well, I'm not able to get back to sleep, but fortunately, I just zone out until I hear the door open. I'm too tired to eavesdrop, so I just wait until they come to me.
Good morning, Tucker. I brought your breakfast. It's, the same. Your blood work has been coming back, and it seems good. Well, I can only presume it is. It's hard with such a small test group, and...
He notices I'm just staring at my breakfast.
Sorry, right. I have a tendency to ramble a bit. Now, before you eat, though, I would appreciate it if you could take another blood sample.
If we can take another blood sample.
It would really help me out.
Again, and this early in the morning, too? Please let me drink a cup of water first. Grumbling, I hobble over to a dock and present my arm. He's as gracious, yes, as he is competent, taking another sample with little to no discomfort.
Thank you. I promise I'll make this worth your time. All of it. We'll have you out of here soon.
Then where will I go?
Well, I'm sorry that I can't stay today. Even though I was solely put in charge of your physical well-being, as it turns out, I cannot shirk my other responsibilities. Hopefully, in a few more days, I'll be freed up to focus on all of my efforts here. But until then, I really must be off. Enjoy your meal. I'll try to stop by with lunch.
And with that, he's gone, leaving me with a sore arm and a bowl of tepid cereal. At least the lights are on. Maybe I can start reading my book. I do have an essay due on it. Robinson Crusoe? Huh? Well, let's see what this is about. Man, this book is dated, but it's fine, I guess. I wish it wasn't so applicable to my current situation, though. In some ways, hopefully not too much. Putting it down, I get up and stretch, looking for anything else to bide my time. I'm not really motivated to go bother Marruk again. I don't know where we stand after yesterday, but I'm going to assume poorly and give him some space. Surely, I packed another book to read. Anything? Scrounging through my belongings proves fruitless, as I cannot will anything new into being. Seeing the writing on the wall, I decide to give Crusoe another shot. Even though I just finished it. I'm going to lose it in here. Halfway through my reread, I'm interrupted by the sound of the door opening. which is truly a godsend, as I could use a break. I sit up and just face the wall. Realizing how silly I might look if I'm facing the wrong direction, I casually try to readjust myself, only to end up sitting even more awkwardly. Fortunately, the wall comes back down, and I'm met with an unexpected face. Oh, hey! Not the face I was expecting. I just blink a few times and wave. What was his name again? Rhoun? He wasn't Tyron, was he? Which one was Tyron? Is that a name I'm just making up? It's fine. Is it Rhoun? Rhoun. It's just Rhoun, isn't it? Pronouncing names is hard, guys. It's very hard for me. Yeah, that's right. I notice he's alone out there, as Marruk is suspiciously missing. Rhoun seems to pick up on me, looking past him curiously.
Officer Marruk is just outside stretching. He said he needed a break, and I'm Rhoun. Nice to meet you.
He raises his mechanical paw to greet me, but ends up just bashing it against the glass wall with a metallic thud.
Oh, right. Sorry, this isn't such a great way to meet someone. Well, we've kind of met before. Twice. But those weren't really the best. Are you okay? After yesterday, I mean. You don't have to tell me. Wait, you can't tell me. I can only tell you. Right? Sorry.
Wow, this guy is really just like this, huh? Almost as airheaded as I am. Maybe more, actually, all things considered, which is quite the feat. He seems nice, though. I should try to spark up a conversation. Somehow. Do you still have the dry erase board? Oh, I think Doc left me his whiteboard. Yeah! That could work. Hey, Rhoun, let's try this. Got any more questions?
No, you don't understand. I can't understand you.
I just stare at him before pointing at the whiteboard.
Oh, right, drawing. Can you draw me an engine? Maybe a surge breaker? Oh, I know, a fuse box.
We can attempt with an engine. I think I think I know what that looks like. And by that I mean like a general shape. It's like a box. There's like a cylindrical thingy that's pretty flat. A couple tubes going out. That's it, right? I don't know what any of the other stuff is, though.
Is that not what you wanted? I'm sorry. I'm not great at this. I thought Doc Seno would be here today when he woke me up. After my alarm didn't go off. Well, it did. I just didn't wake up.
Yo, same.
I mean, I thought I said it.
Okay, yeah, he's more of an airhead than I am. I suddenly understand how Marruk felt when I tried to get him to read to me. One-way communication is beyond frustrating.
Sorry. I was just told to keep an eye on you today and try to talk to you and accommodate you to Karain? Mannerisms? No. Was it hospitality?
Karain? Is that what they call themselves? Yeah, Karain? 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 I assume it's supposed to be like canine? Karain? How am I supposed to pronounce this, guys? Now that I think about it, Marruk said something like that before. This new dog, Curran, is really something else. He's got much less of a professional aura about him. I don't mind it, though. I guess I kind of dragged him into all of this, too. Still, it's funny how he addresses me, even as a possibly dangerous alien. I appreciate that he just says what comes to his mind. Even Marruk does that. He's just an ass about it. Though, didn't tires say he was like the head of maintenance or something. I wonder what he fixes.
You okay in there, bud?
Sorry. Shit, I was totally zoning out. Noticing he still looks pretty confused himself, I wonder if I can ask him some questions. I am curious about his arm, among other things. I desperately try to think of anything to ask. But, calculate what capitulate to the childish and need to know about his cool robot arm. I feel so rude just pointing at it, but I really don't know what else to do. Fortunate for me, he picks up on and seems to pick up on it pretty fast, raising his surprisingly large paw. He stares at it before.
Oh, it's just my arm. Oh, well, I mean, it's my new arm, if you really need to get specific. Do you have a prosthetics where you're from?
I nod.
Oh, well, it's just like that then. Probably. Maybe. How do I explain it? I needed a new arm, so I got one. And then I control it with my neurons.
Well, that's not entirely the explanation I was expecting, but I guess he is right. I have seen prosthetics back home, just never to this level. And wait, what's it? Wait, neural? Not neuron, sorry. Neural? I just tilt my head and furrow my brow.
Did you understand anything of what I just said? Sorry, it's hard to really tell what you do and don't get. Here, I'll go over it slower.
He steps closer to the glass and holds up his arm for me to inspect. The cool blue of his arm dances across the glass, creating wave-like reflections. They echo off of every small nick in the glass and every strand of hair on his chest. It's almost as if it got brighter when he approached me. It's quite calming.
So, this is my arm. It also acts as my monitor. Monitor's like a personal data storage and recall device, among other things. They are pretty ubiquitous around here. Monitors, not replacement arms. Well, actually, never mind. Right, monitors. It helps that I don't have to carry anything around like that anymore. Although I still check my pockets for it sometimes. It's a new model, I think. New as in like 4 cycles old. The company bought it for me, which is great because I'd never be able to afford such a nice model otherwise. It has full range of motion, although the touch sensors aren't the best, being a work model and not a life model. Sometimes I can barely tell if I'm bumping into things, or holding things, but otherwise it's really strong. I can lift really cool tools with it. I like scaring my coworkers sometimes. In a fun way. It's part of a running joke. Sorry, I can't really explain that part. Oh, yeah, and it all works with my, neural. They're like, computer chips. You guys have computers, right? I think Chief Seno said something about that. It's like a really small computer in my head that lets me control it. You can't even see the scar, it's so small. Also, I can take my arm off, which is kinda cool. I'm supposed to do that when I sleep, but I always forget. Most, neural-based prosthetics don't really need to be charged. They either charge wirelessly, or they use the user's body like a battery. But I don't understand that part. I only understand how to make small adjustments. I mean, I haven't, and would never tamper with company property.
I managed to stifle a small laugh. I won't tell anyone, Rhoun. I promise. I'm surprised he didn't understand me, but he lets out a small smile nevertheless. But damn, from what the sound of it, he basically has a power loader as an arm, which sounds kind of rad. I wonder if he can bend metal with his bare paws. And the neural thing sounds really interesting. I wonder what else it can do. And that faint, that blue glow, it's so mesmerizing. I wonder if it keeps him up at night. Wait, I think I know the answer to that.
So, what do you do, for work? I fix things. As long as it's mechanical, that is. I don't think Dr. Marruk would appreciate me trying to fix his patients.
I'm a student, actually. Right. He won't understand. I have no idea how to, pantomime being a student or studying, so I decide to just hold up my book back up, yes. This is kind of what I do, read and write. It's close enough for it.
Oh, did you write that? I'm not sure it's really good. I'm afraid I can't read it, though. Because, well, you know.
Close enough for today. I just nod and put the book down to try and move the conversation elsewhere. Oh, hello. Look at these two doggos with tank tops. It's always a good look, guys. It's always a good look. The door opens, and it seems like Marruk is done stretching. He stands wide off to the side, just staring at us. Rhoun seems to have not noticed his arrival yet. I offer a limp wave, which he seems to choose to ignore, walking past us and returning to his post.
Oh, hello, Officer Don't bother me while I'm on duty. And technically, I'm a lieutenant, damn it, not some cheap, corrupt officer. Sorry, sir.
Marruk just sits down, grumbling something, and checks his monitor. Jackass. It's not really comforting to know he's rude to everyone and not just me. I'll try to yell at him, but he can't even understand me anyway, so what's the point? Maybe I'll just tell Marruk about this. Whatever. He's not worth my time. Rhoun looks totally out of it, too. Maybe those two have bad blood. I can't imagine Rhoun doing anything, though. Whether it was, it's probably Marruk's fault. Tapping on the glass, I try to bring Rhoun back to reality. Fortunately, he hears me.
Oh, hey, Bud. I'm sorry, I don't know what to call you. I think Dr. Marruk told me, but I didn't write it down. I hope Bud is okay.
I just nod.
Right, cool. Sorry, I forgot what we were talking about. I think I have to go soon. My coworkers are probably wondering where I am.
Oh, right. He's got a job to do. I do wish he could stay, even just a bit longer, but I understand. It was nice, it was a nice reprieve all the same. Rhoun steps back from the class and gives himself a light dusting off.
Well, I should go, but, maybe someday you could come visit me. If you want. Or maybe you could help out, like carry some tools. It's always nice to have some more paws around the station. We're a bit understaffed. If, only if you want to. We could also just talk.
Sounds great, Rhoun. Thank you. I nod and he smiles in return, before taking his leave, throwing a very slight look behind him as he goes as if to check on Marruk. There are no goodbyes between the two. It doesn't take long for Marruk to realize that Rhoun has left, and he casually brings the wall back down. Okay. Aww. No. Seems like we're back to square one with him. I guess I should be thankful he's not assaulting me, but still. If he could pick a lane, it would be better than whatever this is. Well, I guess I'll be back to whatever I was doing. What was that again? Oh, right, my shitty book. From one journey to the next, I suppose. A few hours have passed, and I've since put my book down. I can't bear to read it anymore. Noticing my notebook on the table and some pencils lying about gives me an idea. It's probably worth the while to start a journal of some sort. Just logging what's happened in the past few days and writing down everyone's names and professions to make sure I don't mess them up. Anyways, writing has always been a decent way to pass the time. I only manage a few pages of jumbled thoughts before I hear some talking from others from the other side of the wall.
Ah, Professor Seno. What? I'm just checking in on... Guess. They're fine. And writing, I think. Ah, I see. May I? Course.
I offer a casual wave, to which neither of them respond. Well, come on, guys!
Hello there, Tucker. I hope you've been well. I was on my way to a meeting and thought I'd check in on you. As it turns out, I'm still going to need a couple of days to fix up that algorithm I've been working on, but it's been promising so far. Your language is truly fascinating. I don't fully understand how it works, but the composition is something else. Anyways, I'm glad to see you are well, and in capable hands, no less.
Capable? Marruk? I guess.
Now I can't be late. I must be off. Marruk, have you seen Dr. Seno anywhere? He was here earlier, sir, but not for long. Around the 9th mark. 9th? Wasn't he slated for the whole morning shift? No, sir. He sent, Head of Maintenance Tyron was here. Really? I'm surprised he managed to find him. Speaking of Tyron, though, I wonder. Wonder, sir. I realize that Dr. Tyron may be a good candidate for the neural algorithm as well. He fits the, a fairly slim criteria, after all. I was going to have Marruk download it, but the more the better with this sort of thing. Sir, I'm not sure about that. I believe almost anyone else would be a better fit. Director Tyron has a history of being, well, difficult. Nonsense, I've read his files. He's just shy, at least in his, physical...
Evils? His psych evils? What is this? Wait. His psych evolves?
What does this phrase mean?
I don't know.
Or anything to go by. But sir, no excuses, Marruk. I know what you are referring to, and I won't hear it. I'm aware of what happened, and I need more people to help with this.
He gestures at me.
And we're short-staffed as it is. Well, I'll do it then, sir. I'll take his place. What are you talking about? You know only a Karen with neurals can... Oh. Yes, see? I'm a much better candidate than him. I'm sorry for not considering you earlier. Had I known your, dedication to this post, I would have signed you up earlier. Well, no worries. I'll sign you up as well. You mean you're signing me up instead of him? Right. No. But sir, Lieutenant Karas, the more people we have with the tool, the faster it will learn. I sign you up for the test as well. You and Director Tyron. Sir, wait, I misspoke. I mean, I'd rather do it just be one of us. I know what you meant. I'm simply overruling your decision.
He turns to me. Well, that seems to have been taken care of. It's always better to have more paws on a project like this. And it seems like you'll have some very capable guardians as well. Now I must be off. I'm late as it is. With that, he makes a quick heel turn and heads for the door. I'm stunned. Marruk shakes off his stupor and chases after him. Wait, sir! I feel like I've seen this before. I wonder what he meant by that. I already knew I was stuck with Marruk, but if Doc is around, he won't be such an ass. He believes he seems to behave himself around him. We're getting places. I'm reading. But I guess Rhoun is sticking around too. But I didn't think Doc and Marruk had neurals, even though I barely understand what those are. Still, it might be nice to get to know them. Soon enough. Soon enough. Aw. It doesn't take long for a dejected Marruk to come back. Oh, alright everyone. I'm gonna end the part here. So I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you guys around.